Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
All right, thank you very much. So let me announce that Rashid Tanko Computer has just joined us, and he is the Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIF. And Rashid, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you very much for coming in anyway. We have been calling and calling and calling. I hope you are well.
I'm doing well. In fact, it was a terrible distant traffic that helped me to maneuver my way throughout to make it.
It's been very hectic this week, the traffic. This week, last week, I don't know if it's because of the Christmas, which is coming up.
Because it's heating up. Huge traffic on the road, but we are doing something about it, and then I can assure you. And reset agenda. These are things we'll be looking at. Big push, trying to open up space in there.
On the Accra-Kumasi Road.
Yes.
The Ofanko, between Ofanko and Pukwase, by 6 a.m., there's a very huge traffic. All because the contractor failed to patch up just one spot. So no matter how much you speed, when you get there, you have to slow down for two different spots. Just around the Silicon Valley International School, and then one, I think, right after the Pukwase overhead. That's if you are coming from Amasaman or Kwabenya or Pukwase and all of those places. And I don't know what's happening to the contractor, but that's a topic for
for another day.
Another day. What we are talking about now is Ken Ofori versus Special Prosecutor, red notice or red alert issues and all of that. And then the posture of the Special Prosecutor, the going to court, posting people on their Facebook pages, and why Ken Ofori is also not coming into the country. So let me take you from there.
Well, let me say good morning to you, and my good friend, Honorable Titus, and the good people of Bimbila constituency and Wulensi as well, from Nanumba district. I invite you.
You are going to contest.
I'm the director of elections for the party NDC, and I'm looking at possible seats that I can annex in the next election to add up to our numbers. It appears the 87 is still a problem in Parliament. We have to reduce that number drastically. So
but will you contest?
Yes, I'm looking at options to get constituencies.
Will you contest?
I'm a director of election. If you're a director of election of the party, you should understand what it means. I'm the deputy director currently. My boss died. We are holding the fort for now. And our plans is to make sure that by 2028, we have a very strong, formidable political party, winning machinery, that can take at least some more seats from the 87 and add it up to the NDC numbers. I mean, that is our focus now. And we are working. So I'm just giving an assignment.
Why you are interested in me? I'm also interested in your seat.
Exactly.
So I'm just giving an assignment that watching out some possible seats that we think that we should take them back. It's long overdue that the NDC should take those seats. And one of them is the Bimbila, of course. It's been there. It's for NPP for some time now. We'll take it. It's one of the things that we are looking. A lot of seats are up for grabs.
The Bimbila seat?
Oh yeah, we'll take it for the NDC.
That's an authority.
I'm telling you, watch and see. We said it in 2024 that there were seats we were going to annex, and we told them we were going to beat them hands down. They thought we were joking, and they were laughing at us. But it's not how we dealt with them. So when we are saying something, we meant what we are doing. As a party, leadership is focused on that. And now let's look at this one, the OSP thing. You see, the OSP has now asserted it is independent in terms of how he wants to go about his business. Under the former administration, they established it and organized a party for Ghanaians to know that corruption would be the things of the past. They were all over the place, clapping and jumping and sharing and drinking champagne that now is finished. The matter of prosecution of criminals and all this is going to be thing of the past because they have OSP. And they brought Venerable Martin Hamidu. How did it end? Martin Hamidu left them and said the mother serpent of corruption is in the house there. And he wrote an epistle, a lot of episodes concerning how they frustrated him in handling the office. He has to run away and left them. They brought in Learned Counsel Ajabe. He's doing fantastic. But these people will not allow him to function. Look at his last interview with Venerable KSN. I'm sure you listened to the interview. It was revealing. He said a lot of things, damning things about the former administration. All this problem we are having with the fugitive former finance minister is as a result of the behavior of the former administration. The man was running away. He knew that the man was running away, but nobody was ready to help him, to stop him from running away. He said the BNI was not assisting him. He went to the police. Nobody was ready to listen to him. They were preparing everything to make sure that the gentleman ran away.
But he could have arrested him himself.
How was he going to do it when the system would not allow him to do his work? They knew. Look at the time he left the country. When they knew that it was just a few days for us for them to hand over power to us, they facilitated his process to run away. He said the man revealed the whole thing. And so, whatever the NPP is doing, they knew what they did and wanted their people to run away from accountability. And now the man is up and chasing them left and right to get them. And when they place bail bond on them, they'll be the first to go to an organized press conference and say the bail bonds are huge. Huge in which sense? For you to run away. You saw what happened. So this time,
the bill bonds of 10 million, 50 million.
In fact, it's even less.
100 million and so on and so forth.
It's even less, considering their behavior. Less. Oh no, it's less, my brother. Considering their behavior, just look at the former finance minister. He has run away.
He went for medical.
Not medical. He's there. Go. In fact, we have videos and footages with his wife walking on the street of New York, enjoying themselves, using our distance to enjoy themselves over there. He's run away. He doesn't want to come and face justice. And that is why we are where we are. And now, in fact, people who have not committed any crime, are they not in the country? There's no problem. My brother is here. Honorable Titus. He's a very nice gentleman. Has anybody asked him to come and then they'll give him bail bond of 10 million? No. He was in the forefront, even helping to fight Galamsey. He said a lot about the issue of Galamsey. His party would not listen. They allowed testings to go. And now people destroy the environment, and that caused the massive defeat in 2028 election. Today, OSP is chasing them to bring the loot, and they are crying. Why are they crying? Why are they crying? They know what they have done. So we should allow, and that's why the president didn't mince words when he said, look, he will strengthen the office of the OSP so that they do their work. It's a statute. And then so you cannot just get up and say we should stop them from doing their work. Allow them to do their work. The man is independent. In fact, initially it was supposed to be an independent prosecutor. Mm-hmm. That was what they were envisaging. Mm-hmm. But you see, NPP with their crooked way of doing things, as soon as they came in, they quickly somersaulted and changed the whole thing to Office of Special Prosecutor. That's not what it was envisaged. That's what we're fighting initially. But they won't listen. So we say, okay, well, yeah, let's go. Today, they are in the forefront fighting that office, calling for the head of the OSP, asking that the office should be scrapped. I've heard a lot of senior members of the party calling for the scrapping of that office. You see how they are.
But do you not agree?
No, why should we agree? We know the people who brought it. And they brought it and we're telling them about the difficulty is going to have, the way they design it and all that. They wouldn't listen. I say after they passed that thing, they held Kenke Party for Ghanaians to clap for them that, and they were all over the place jubilating that NDC is finished. Now OSP is come. But what did they do? Now the man is now asserting his independence, he's doing his job, and they are crying and saying that he's chasing them left and right. No, for this one there, Honorable Titus, I disagree with you people. Allow the man to do his work. Oral must work. This time it's not about putting people behind bars in Sawam. What we are interested now is the loot, bring it. So we'll make sure that we follow you through. You see the Kenke Party, we'll follow you through to make sure that you bring the loot before we put you behind. No, this time we are not going to allow you. Put you inside, then you come back and enjoy the loot. No, that is not the position of government now. That is why oral is there. We are going to make corruption disincentive a huge price. So that when you come out 10 years, 15 years down the lane, you come and start all over. Even bicycle cry you won't have. But what have we seen previously? People will just go and cool off in the cells for 4 years and come out. The mansions are there, the cars, huge cars, the business empires are there. And then you continue enjoying themselves. We have seen it.
But you want to rid them of everything.
No. This one we just want to rid them off. Clear everything from them. They won't have anything. You just go there. When you come back, you start all over again. So that others will learn their lessons from it. Others will learn. You won't dip your hand in state funds. And then the people will suffer. And you have been saying it. Look at this just look at the behind my office there. Every time I'm driving past it, I will stand and look at the hole, a very big hole. $58 million. About honorable titles. In the name of God, you go and steal money like this. Because of prayers, you go and steal state money. $58 million to dig a big hole. Abba. Every day people are calling me, communities, I'm sure titles, some of your rural communities, I've had a lot of this requests coming. You know what they are looking for? Rural telephony, they don't have network. Their communities are cut off. It's a challenge. And my office is supposed to deal with that matter. Where's the money? State, we need money to bring in huge investment to that aspect. So that people can make calls and also connect themselves well with the digital world. This is why we are government. And somebody with $58 million, just give me $1 million and see what I will do for the rural community. Look at very big hall, $58 million. And then when we talk, they say we should keep quiet. We shouldn't talk. We should keep quiet. That the man is being disturbed. They should come and account for the money. And I'm saying that they should look, the OSP in collaboration with Yoko should look for their properties in Ghana. Those fugitives, those who have run away, they should look for their property and garnish all of them. They should freeze them and so that until they come back. Otherwise, these people, they have a plan. They won't come. No matter what they do, they won't come. They will continue to be hiding over there. That's what I'm saying.
How are you able to say they won't come?
No, I know them. That's why we arrested another person at the airport. He was running away.
The boss see you.
The boss see you. They have their list too. We have not made it public. But if you try to run, we'll catch you. Because the people are now standing at the airport. All the borders, they are waiting for them. When you see, for honorable titles, his name is not there, so he can travel. Nobody will catch you. I have revealed yours to you. The rest will have their list. When you try to run away, we'll catch you there and bring you. You see, because the thing they are doing, we must make politics. In fact, let me use a term that so that lovely. Politics must be lovely, so that the people know that we are representing them. It is their resources we are using. But if we make politics and everybody think that politicians are thieves, they are criminals, and so that when you just get to office, it's an opportunity to amass wealth, take state resources when the people are suffering all over the place. That should be thing of the past. We should stop it. We should stop it. Ghana is a very beautiful country. It's a very beautiful country, and we need to let the generality of the public enjoy their fruit of their labor. But what we have seen for the past 8 years was terrible, too bad. Too bad, terribly bad. If you go and see, a friend of mine from NIB was briefing me about some cases. I held my head. How can one person be so wicked like this? You go and take all this. What do you want? What are you going to use it? Are you going to build an Arabian empire in Ghana or what? The people did it. Just look, just go to some community, just take some 20,000 or 30,000 there, and then the people will be happy. Just fix some borehole for them, and the people will clap for you and they're happy. You won't do this. One person has opened bank accounts in the office, in the house, some in their bedroom. All manner of currencies throughout the world, the person has organized them and put them under the bed and sleeping on top of it. And say we shouldn't talk. Nobody should chase them. These are the issues we are talking about. And then so, honorable titles, your people should support us to clean up the slate. When we clean it nicely, politics will be very romantic in the country. It will very, the people will have confidence in us. They will trust us. But as we speak now, they don't trust us. They think that as soon as you are a politician, then they think you are a crook. You are doing this, you are doing that. That is not good enough. We must stop it. And so we should allow these anti-corruption agencies to function and function effectively. If there are excesses, there are processes by which we can use to deal with the excesses. That's why the law courts are there. Now the courts are independent, very independent. the judiciary, very, very independent, unlike the previous one. They weren't independent. You saw what happened. Now they are very, very independent.
How are they independent?
Oh, very
now?
independent.
Different from the previous.
NPP regional chairman, Ashanti region, Chairman Wontumi, got favorable ruling in Supreme Court just last week. Favorable ruling. You remember the defamation case? They rule in his favor. Do you think under their regime, NDC officer will go and get any ruling over there? The 9-0 and what we were getting over there. You saw what was going on. And you saw how justices were sitting and just throwing their hands left and right as if Ghana was for some people. Today, the judiciary, very independent, they are doing their work to the extent that an opposition regional chairman will go to the Supreme Court and got favorable ruling. And everybody was quiet. That one they are not announcing it. They are not even talking about it. They didn't even hold press conference to thank the judiciary and thank everybody. They are quiet. They won't be quiet. We will trumpet it for Ghanaians to hear that this judiciary you are seeing is the most independent that an opposition political party can walk in there and get favorable judgment.
Right.
That is what we are talking about. And so please, I still talk to my friends who are in the NPP that they should support the anti-corruption agencies.
But don't they support it? They do.
No. You hear them, you see their presentations, press conferences, attacking them left and right. After attacking Yoko, they go and attack OSP. From there, they go and attack Attorney General Department, everywhere. And then they ask somebody.
The concern has been about the press conferences, the press releases, the Facebook posts, and so on and so forth. That go to court. Do not judge the person in the court of public opinion.
Of course, that is what we are saying. Nobody is judging anyone in the court of public opinion. Nobody. At all. You don't even do that. Legally, it's wrong. The person will have his day in court. Okay? But you must bring the people along. Let them know what is going on in the country. They must get updates. Governance, you see, the people must be in the know of what is happening. So if the learned Attorney General comes out to announce that these are the cases I'm prosecuting or I'm going to prosecute, these are the facts that I've gathered on it, what is wrong with that? He's not judging anybody. He's just bringing out the facts.
Okay.
And the fact speaks for itself. We have that thing in law. Res ipsa loquitur. The fact speaks for itself. Somebody has put out there, mentioned they've gone and identified, the document shows that these are your things within the shortest possible time. This is what you have organized for the period, and then you put all of them in together. Why should somebody say you are being judged wrongly?
Right.
Nobody is judging them.
Right. Versus Chief Justice and the former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo and the Attorney General. So you can pick it up from there.
Yes.
Briefly on that before we go on break, so that I can pick honorable titles.
The former Chief Justice removal
just because it's come up in
was constitutional. No constitutional article was breached. No, not even a single process was breached in her removal. Indeed, we didn't even start it. Under Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, then President, a petition was sent to him concerning the conduct of the removed Chief Justice. The same Article 146 was triggered. That petition was sent to the then Council of State to look at. The Council of State looked at it and sent their report to the President saying that they didn't see the reason why they should. No prima facie. So at that time, was it a political decision by the then Council of State and the Presidency to connive and stop the investigation of her conduct? So if somebody should say, I'm not surprised NPP are saying it's political. If you say political, sometimes they talk as if Madame Tokono was a woman organizer of NPP. I'm surprised at them. Sometimes I wonder. The way they attach passion to all this thing. This thing started under their regime. She was then the Chief Justice. Professor Kukuaza wrote to the President, triggering that Article 146, that the woman should be removed because of stated misconduct. And they went through the same Article 146 and dismissed it. So because it was Nana Akufo-Addo who was then the President dismissing it. Nobody didn't say anything. NDC were quiet, were silent. Nobody, we didn't even hold any press conference to attack the presidency for dismissing that matter and other things. No, we thought that he was the president, he was doing his right thing. If the Council of State says there's no prima facie and all that, the president accepted it and dismissed the petition. That one, NPP were happy. They didn't say anything wrong with that. This time around, another group brought petition, the same process, triggered the Article 146. The same process, the Council of State sat, almost all of them were there, not even a single person was absent, and agreed that there is the woman has a case to answer, there's prima facie against her. That led to the formation of the committee. What wrong has the president done? Is it because it's John Dramani Mahama? Sometimes I ask myself, is it because the name is John Dramani Mahama? What is wrong with that? Two presidents, one did this, another person is doing this, that one they have problem with the other person. That is the kind of problem I'm saying, that the NPP put in a mechanism to disrespect the current president. And that has been their stock of trade. And that is why the NDC stood strongly in support of the president in taking such a decision. When it happened under NPP, they didn't see anything wrong with that. Ghanaians didn't see anything wrong. They thought the president was doing his right. And this one went through all the process. He was given all the decisions. Lady Chief Justice then, she was given all the necessary support. Her liberties were protected. She went and filed several motions at the Supreme Court. Her own court dismissed her issues severally. These are her colleagues. They knew each other. And so how can we today describe it as a political decision? What political decision was it? So today, if somebody go and steal your goat or sheep, honorable Titus, and we send the matter to court.
The name is
Titus Glover.
Yes.
Okay, Honorable Glover.
Titus Glover.
And so this is the issue we are talking about. Please, we shouldn't always read political meaning to actions.
But statements, you are an executive of the NDC party.
Yes.
Statements had been made to the effect that Chief Justice then, Getru Tokonu,
yes,
would be removed if the NDC came to power. And so the perception is that you are giving effect to the perception of the NDC, the actions of the NDC, the thoughts of the NDC. You are just implementing what was planned before you even came to power.
My brother, there is no iota of truth in this statement. We challenge them severally to produce a statement or a tape recording of leadership of the party, NDC, standing somewhere and conspiring or announcing that when we come to power, we are going to remove Lady Chief Justice. None. They couldn't produce even a single one. They always make reference to a meeting held in Ho during the campaign time. Interesting enough, I sat through in that meeting, NDC Lawyers Conference, which the then candidate, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, came and addressed the lawyers. I was in that meeting. Throughout. No, there was nobody among leadership who stated that when we get political power, we are going to remove the Chief Justice. We're not reckless. Like our opponents, who is now in opposition, when they were to remove Charlotte Osei. Remember 2016? They had press conference and they were saying that when they win, they were going to remove Charlotte Osei. Severally, we have the videos. We can produce them for you to see. Severally, they announced it. And they made meaning to what they were doing during the campaign era. And removed her, hunted her out. And Ahmad Sedu, that led to Ahmad Sedu's death. The man was so haunted that he didn't do anything. You just came some trump card charges against them and removed this old man who has worked tirelessly for electoral purpose. This trauma led to his death. Now, we were not so reckless like them. We were very cautious because we want the sanctity of the judiciary to be protected. So the NDC, no NDC leadership ever, anywhere, stood somewhere and stated that when we get political power, we're going to remove the Chief Justice. No, it never happened. It never happened. See, so this statement that the NDC meant to remove the Chief Justice was false. It's just NPP propaganda, and that propaganda fell flat because it didn't have feet. No pedestal for it to stand. It fell flat. So we are doing our work. We'll make sure that we protect the judiciary. We won't interfere. This government has no interest whatsoever interfering in the judiciary. and you heard what the president told him when he was swearing in Justice Bafo-Boni. Very fine lawyer. Very fine lawyer. Interestingly enough, they appointed him to the Supreme Court judge, NPP. You see how they are always creating confusion in the minds of Ghanaians. You brought this fine gentleman into Supreme Court, and today you think he's not qualified to be a Chief Justice. See how they are. And look at how they punish these old men and old ladies at the vetting. You brought our justices, they sat there for almost 4-5 hours. They couldn't even take breakfast. Look at how they punish them. This is how NPP behave. And when Ghanaians punish them at polls, then they are crying. You see how you punish them? The same thing you punish our old ladies and old men, cut off their heads and gave them sakura. And the old men had to demonstrate all the way to the finance minister. Every day, have you ever seen old men demonstrating? It was an NPP that we saw them demonstrating. Old ladies, old men, demonstrating for their own money. You removed their heads and gave them sakura. Today, you have not stopped that. In opposition, you are still punishing justices to vet the learned Chief Justice. And you punish them this way. You see, they need to apologize to Ghanaians seriously. Honorable Titus Glover, I've mentioned it well now.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes, please.
If Rashid is standing on the leg of a petition against the dismissal of the Chief Justice, I want to refresh your mind. Do you recall the petition made by Gbande Nabin Yusuf, a private citizen who petitioned the president for the removal of Justice Bafo-Boni? Citing the same article 1461, you remember? What happened to that petition? If you had the encouragement to accept the petition against Tokonu, somebody, Nabin Yusuf Gbande, also petitioned. What happened to that petition? Because he said that his conduct is not the best, which is against the Bangalore, what do you call it? Consensus or something. You know, what happened to that too? But because it's your own, so now you see you see what you did for Tokonu, somebody has brought the petition. At least hear him. Did you hear him?
Honorable, you know.
Did you hear him?
Honorable, you know.
Rashid,
this. You know these things.
I don't know.
Look, the thing
because
is,
I'm reading through
it. Should we?
And I'm just asking you, did the president receive that petition?
I'm saying that
from Gbande.
Do you want us?
Yusuf,
do you want us to descend to abyss?
I'm not descending
no,
to abyss.
That's what we want to do.
Because there was
if we do that, what will happen is that. So does it mean that anybody who it doesn't cost to buy a pen? It's just from one city you can get it. And I'm coming.
Really?
And a paper. Then you just see that I don't like honorable titles. I'm going to write a petition against it. All manner of petition. So we should just be triggering it. They'll look at the petition, the veracity of the petition before they process it. The presidency has a team of crack lawyers, former attorney generals and all that. They are there. They'll look at your petition. If they see that it doesn't make sense, you just want to worry everybody with all manner of writings, then the whole presidency will be turned to a gate of petitions. And then everybody will pass petitions and send a petition over there. But they must look at it. They go through it. Before the president will pass a petition to the Council of State, they will look at the petition and analyze it before it is sent there. Otherwise, we can't just descend to an abyss where we open up the gates for all manner of petitions to be flooding over there. In any case, do you know the number of petitions that have been brought against the current chief electoral commission under Nana Akufo-Addo? Did they say anything about it? When Nana Akufo-Addo was a president, several petitions were sent to him concerning the conduct of the electoral commission and the commissioners there. Your people were quiet. You didn't see anything wrong with that. Because they know they wanted to help them rig elections.
Anyway, so let me see if I can take a quick break and come back so that we can flow with our next topic. But this one is coming from Traders. Okay, so let me pick this one. Asuma Mohammed says the NDC should hold the minority very tight, because if a former minister like Honorable Abu Jinapo can lie in the full glare of parliament, that tells how dangerous the minority can be in opposition. That's on Facebook. On YouTube, Julius Atadika says NPP is really a party of nation wreckers. And that's on YouTube. keep engaging us. Keep engaging us on our social media platforms, and we'll make sure we read these concerns to the general public. Tradels says, good morning, Efriye, and to your cherished viewers. It's quite interesting once again to hear from the OSP concerning the prosecuting of Ken Ofori and others. I am of the view that the OSP is very sluggish and he's not helping matters. The NPP administration that just left power were very corrupt, and Oral did a very good job, good work. That could have seen more NPP party faithful, government functionaries and others in prison by now. But the OSP sat down to watch the former finance minister flee the country. Efriye, is it not amazing to hear that an appointee of the NPP and the spouse are being charged for stealing? No, any serious OSP will charge an accused person with 78 charges. He must be fired. This is according to Tradels. And Alhaji Hamza in Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. My brother, we should remember that President Mahama swore an oath to defend and to protect the constitution of the land, and that is exactly what he did in the removal of Madame Tokonu. For God's sake, Madame Tokonu was taken through the due process of law before she was removed. This act of hypocrisy and double standard on the part of the NPP functionaries must stop and stop now. My brother, remember the same Article 146 was used in the removal of Madame Charlotte Osei from office, but no one said anything about it. So what has changed today? Are we saying that because of the court cases pending before our courts, Parliament should not perform their duties, or the President should not also perform his duties as President of the country? The position of the Chief Justice is not the birthright of Madame Tokonu. They should give us a break. We have a country to govern. Samuel, I'll pick this last one, and then we go for the break. Samuel Brian Boabin says, Kwesi, academic fraud is, Sammy, I think we have dealt with this matter too many times. Kisia Jabin is just grandstanding and must be called to order. Our issue is not with accountability, but with theatrics and outright tomfoolery. Samuel Brian Boabin sent in that one. Back to the studio now. Rashid, Honorable Titus Global says your budget is an aphrodisiac budget. I would leave it at that for you.
You know what? That's for NPP. These are 87. That's why I say we are looking at means and ways and means to reduce that 87. Because,
in Parliament?
Yes, and we will achieve it. It will be long. You wait and see. We will achieve it. Because Ghanaians need stable environment, stable minds to work. The stability we have brought to the economy since we took over, that one, they don't see anything wrong with that. They are living it. They are living testimonies to it. They are enjoying the stability that we have brought to the economy. So that one, they don't see anything wrong with it. You see, the physical discipline that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, appointees, Bank of Ghana, Finance Ministry, both the physical aspect and the monetary aspect, the discipline that he has brought, of which all of us are enjoying now, instead of them to be clapping for John Dramani Mahama and stabilize, who has stabilized the economy, who has brought the economy from the junk state, Bola, brought the economy from that Bola to now B+. That one they don't see it. They are not seeing that one. When nobody, in fact, the capital market, nobody was ready to give Ghana a peswa. What led to what? Haircuts. That you did all manner of haircuts and led businesses to collapse. To the extent a business mogul, he was crying on live TV. The man even finally died. I'm sure you know the person I'm talking of. He died because of the kind of economy that was being run under Nana Akufo-Addo regime. People are lying at Osu Cemetery because of their recklessness. They shouldn't have died. Their businesses collapsed. You see, and I'm happy for my brother, for him, that's why I like Honorable Titus. He says as it is. When it is right, he will tell you. We are here to support businesses. Boris is doing fantastic. I've monitored his activities. He's doing fantastic. We need to support Ghanaian industries, no matter where you are coming from. We are all Ghanaian. Because whatever he's doing, in our language we say that the injuries on the head, the blood there can flow through the neck. Mm-hmm. I have my children who are in schools and other things. His product can support them. Proteins, you get a lot of good protein from it. Instead of we bring in chicken from abroad and all this kind of thing, we don't even know what type of chicken they have. How they've processed them. And we bring it to feed our children. So if we have our own person who is doing it, for us, we are not looking at the political color. That's why the president went there. The president didn't say because of security risk, I'm not going to NPP enclave. He went. Even held the products. He was happy and was giving what was with him. Titi. You see that in 8 years and the NPP. Okay, that's one plus for the budget. This budget is one of the most romantic budgets we have ever seen before.
Not aphrodisiac?
Romantic budget.
Not
very romantic. Not aphrodisiac. How can you be a budget be aphrodisiac? This is romantic. Very, very romantic. I'll tell you something. Mm-hmm. Look at page 173. Mm-hmm. My brother was talking of 24-hour economy. Mm-hmm. As if we have abandoned it. Mm-hmm. No. We are not even preparing to enter the dance. The dance that you dance overnight, you don't start it early. Mm-hmm. You know it. Mm-hmm. If you want to dance overnight, you don't start early. Mm-hmm. You start around 11. Mm-hmm. If you start at
then
8,
you can have the energy
to. So you see, don't worry. We are here to start, and you will see what we are going to do. Mr. Speaker, as we enter 2026, we move from stabilization to acceleration. Did you hear that? That was a speech of the Honorable Finance Minister. This budget translates confidence into concrete investment that improve daily lives, including the provision of better roads, schools and hospitals, reliable power, jobs, and targeted support for the vulnerable. What follows are the headline allocations that will drive the delivery into 2026 and set the pace for the medium term. Mr. Speaker, to unlock round-the-clock productivity, exports, and decent jobs under the 24-hour economy. Did you hear that? Under the what? 24-hour economy. We are providing an allocation of 110 million Ghana cedis in 2026. Huge sums of money. In 2026 for the implementation of the 24-hour economy program. Is the 24-hour economy for 1 year? It's not for 1 year. It's a rolling program. We are going to make sure that this thing will start the implementation with this amount of money. Some agencies have even started without the money. And they are working 24-hour economy. DVLA is doing it. Currently. In fact, GFEC supported them with computers to set up the noble idea.
How many jobs have you created there? If you are doing
how
many jobs?
They are doing 24 hours. A lot of jobs because people are running shift.
1, 2, 3, 4 and put it there. You say you are doing 24 hours.
Honorable Titus. We are doing all this for the good people of this country. We are mindful of what we have promised them, and we are delivering accordingly. Politics should not be reduced to propaganda, veiled propaganda. Even in the floor of the House of Record, it's an honorable member. He has been there in Parliament before. Listen to Abu Jinapo. In fact, he should have been referred to privileged committees for that humongous lies he told against the good people of Ghana. Because the minister made a presentation. The budget statement was there. Public record. Where were they getting the $1.2 billion from? Where were they getting it from? They just sat down. That's why the honorable majority leader asked, where did he learn his mathematics from? What kind of math is that? And you say this in the floor of Parliament just because nobody can take you on, because statement made in the House of Parliament, you can't take them on those statements. 1.2 billion. Even Air Force One that my good friend Donald Trump is flying. How much is it? How much is it? What kind of thing is that? Is it because You've lost election. You just create all manner of stories and dump it in the good people of Ghana. Honorable titles, tell your people they should stop this kind of thing. You see, Ghanaians are already mad at you people. NPP, they are mad. They don't want to hear you. But when you continue this path, you are creating more problems for yourself. And these are the things we are saying. They should stop it. Did they say they are buying 2 presidential jets? Did you see two presidential jets in the statement? No. You see, that's NPP. They come out and say all manner of stories. When you ask them, go and read the budget. We didn't say we are buying presidential jets. We say we are this retooling the Ghana Air Force. Retooling the Ghana Air Force. And then you go and describe it as presidential jet.
You're not buying a presidential
No,
jet?
they said retooling they just are for the Air Force. Didn't you see it? He mentioned it. Under Air Force, Ghana Air Force. Ghana Air Force. Did you see a title presidential jet in the budget? It's a Ghana Air Force. They are retooling the Ghana Air Force. Allocation has been made to retool Ghana Air Force. They are buying 2 jets, buying heli, 4 heli, and they are buying one ship for Ghana Navy too as well. Retooling them. We came and met this thing. Why can't we do it now? Inflation is what? Is it not a single digit? The dollar to the CD today, as we speak now, you are talking about 10.8. Now they don't want to talk anything in dollar in Ghana. Go and see all the real estate, real estate and those in automobiles and other things. If you go, they are quoting in Ghana cedis. Even if you bring dollar, they say go and change it to Ghana cedis and bring to us. Because it's not lucrative doing business in dollar now. So if we have managed to manage the economy to this level,
all right, when
the economy can sustain this thing, this is the time for us to retool the Ghana Air Force. At your time, who will go and retool Ghana Air Force with $1 to 17 Ghana cedis? Who will do this? With the inflation running to 54, 59%. Honorable titles, tell the people the truth. Workers, you are unionists and you understand. When they go and negotiate the percentage and all that, they are looking at the inflation rate. They look at that and they look at the sustainability of the economy as well. Now, it has come down.
Right.
If you are given 9%, it's good because the inflation is what? Single digit. And then the dollar to the CD, that which of course is our major trading currency, is on its knees. Why do you need to go and get 15% another thing? What are we trying to do? We are helping them and they are happy. The workers are so happy. They were clapping for them when they shook hands. Because they look at the parameters. And you know the people who stated your then candidate and vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Exchange rate will expose you. Is he not the one who brought that? When the fundamentals are what?
And be rounding up for me.
My time today the fundamentals are strong. The fundamentals are good. The exchange rate is also showing it. Everything is fantastic. That is why I say this is a romantic budget. Ghanaians are happy.
And not an Aphrodite
budget. So happy. Look, he has filled his tank, I know. Because he goes to the pump. Now nobody is talking of fuel prices. Because if Atta form, Bibi Atta form, Aban Papa. And so on our titles, your people should be happy with this. And then to conclude, when they are comparing prices.
In 30 seconds.
Yes, I ask that. They should stop going to, how did they call it? Kempiski to eat lunch and come and tell us that Kenke is now costing this. How many Ghanaians go there?
But do you see them go to Kempiski?
That's what they do. They go and compare prices from that place. Who else to go there? They go there and then they come and pay because the prices we know in the market has come down. Look, a small 5 kilo of rice used to be 180, 160. Today, you get it at 70 Ghana cedis.
I have 2 minutes.
This is so beautiful.
I wanted to read messages, but let me give you 1 minute.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.